heading back then?
That's the plan. I've played my part. I'll return with Valimar on the train this afternoon.
Well, if that's what you want to do. I was just wondering if you wanted to go back on the Eisengraph together instead. You two haven't spoken since, right?
Excuse me.
This is where we part ways then. I look forward to any collaborative efforts we may have in the future.
Yeah. Oh, right. Do you have anything you want me to pass on to Milliam?
Not especially. We may technically be sisters, but I am simply a tool. I feel no particular familial bond with her. I imagine that deep down, she feels the same way.
Yeah, but no. Forget it.
Stop touching little girls, Rean.
I don't doubt you're going to be sent on plenty of dangerous missions in the days to come.
Understood? Is something wrong?
Not really. I'm just kind of jealous of them, I guess.
Okay, The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel 2. The occupation end. Come on, come on. This is Twin Dragon's Bridge, yeah. The Crusader. Guess we're taking the train home. Wherever home is now. Ah, Trista. 'Cause of course. I swear to God, if we go back to school, honestly, that's gonna grind my gears.
Sorry about that, Valimar. Can't imagine it was a very pleasant trip for you, all bound up like that.
It did not present a problem. I will now enter an inactive state and allow the cams to perform maintenance.
Thanks. Well then, I'll leave him with you.
Sure thing. We'll take good care of him.
By the way, it's a real honor to be entrusted with the famous Ashen Knight.
Welcome back, Rean. You must be exhausted.
Who?
Not really. I barely did anything.
That voice sounded weird. The Icy Maiden?
Everything went off without a hitch, mostly thanks to Valimar's power.
Yep.
Not to mention the planning of your people.
Jesus, dude. Jesus, Rean. Come on. You know they're not bad people.
You're annoyed, I take it, by the way we do things.
Not really. Regardless of the means, the war coming to a swift end was a good thing for everyone. As for what happened to Crossbell, I'm not in any position to talk. No, those aren't what bother me. I can buy that you had no idea Rufus was an Ironblood, but did you really not know about my real father?
I didn't have any hard evidence, but I did suspect that might be the case. You just seemed somehow similar. The air about you, your facial features. I was always puzzled by how fascinated he was by your class as well.
I see. Excuse me then.
I mean, Facial features, I mean, not gonna lie, I didn't really see a resemblance.
Right. That wasn't the only reason I worried about you, you know. Not that I could possibly tell him that.
Hmm? Wait. 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 Is there more to it? Icy Maiden. Does she also have some sort of familial connection? Could it be that the Icy Maiden is his older sister? Potentially? Ah? Huh? Huh? Hmm? Hmm? Eh? Eh? Hmm? But no. I mean, could be. Potentially.
I'm behaving like such a child.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, by the way.
It's hard to believe it's been a whole month since I was here last. Guess it didn't snow after all.
Speaking of... Oh my god. Of course we thought of that.
It's not like the excitement of that day has faded away or anything. So why? Why do I feel so cold? Huh?
Cherry blossoms.
Oh.
I mean, of course you're gonna feel old. Did I just say that? I meant to say, of course you're gonna feel cold, because that's what the school was. Peace and fun. Right? But it's temporary. You know, you experience some war. You're not gonna go back to the school. You're gonna be done with the school. And your classmates, all of them are going to go their separate ways. You still know them, you still maybe keep in touch, but you're not gonna be seeing them, talking to them every day. You know, you might send letters, you might call, but like, you're not gonna be talking to them every day. It's like, it's not gonna be the same. You're gonna feel colder, you're gonna feel more distant to your classmates. It's just inevitable. And now that moment has come where it's like those fun and peaceful school days that you had where you spent every day with your friends, with your classmates, they're over now. People go their separate ways, onto their own paths in life.
Lino flowers.
Welcome back, Rean.
No! Oh, thank God. I thought it was just Lisa. That would have been...
Huh?
That would have been really bad. Also, why are they in their fucking school outfits again? We're not going back to school!
Welcome back.
Swear to God, dude.
What are you doing standing there? It's not like you to wallow in nostalgia. Did the flowers get to you?
You all came to see me.
They started budding just yesterday. Should be in full bloom in about a week. Guess some of them couldn't wait.
I guess not. It's good to be back, you guys.
Agreed. We're all so happy to see you again.
You must be wiped out after all you did, though.
I'm fine, actually. It really wasn't that tough. Still, did all of you really come out here just to welcome me back?
Why wouldn't we?
Because that's not realistic?
It's not like we second years have any lessons to worry about this time of year.
Besides, I already had to come out here because of Valimar, so I figured I might as well say hi to you too.
Technically, the first years are supposed to be in class right now, but I turned it into a self-study period instead. And that was only possible because everyone's favorite captain told us exactly when you'd be arriving.
Really now? It's nice to see you here too, Celine.
Well, don't think I went out of my way to be here or anything.
Ah, our favorite tsundere cat.
But given the way that you were acting when you left, I was a little worried about you. I mean, I wasn't. Not at all.
Hee
Still.
So what now? Going back to your dorm for some well-earned rest?
We can carry your stuff for you if you want.
No, I'm fine. You said that class is in session right now, right? I'm a student, so I might as well attend. I mean, I have been absent for a month now.
Wow, you're no fun at all. I was hoping we could skip the whole class thing and get to the welcome back party.
Dude, I'm down. Sign me up.
I like that idea. Come on, it's party time!
Am I the only one who cares about studying at this school?
Pretty much.
Well,
Shut up,
we can hold
Matthias.
the party tonight instead.
In that case, we should probably head back to the academy.
And this is where Rean wakes up and realizes this is all just a dream. Oh my god, Sara.
Oh, and Rean, welcome back.
Thank you, instructor. I'm happy to be back.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen. We're back. But now what? Epilogue, Winter's End. The Legend of Heroes. Trails of Cold Steel 2.
I'll never forget those days. The final weeks we spent together as a class are like dazzling jewels forever etched into my memories. I cherished every last moment. I never wanted it to come to an end.
But Rean, all things come to an end.
But time stops for no one. The minutes
Precisely.
and hours kept passing, and our days together were slowly coming to a close. After what happened, Valflame Palace soon returned to its original form. It was almost as if everything that took place there was some sort of dream. People's memories of that day started becoming vague. Many were convinced it was some kind of collective hallucination. That may have been in part a result of the chaotic days that followed, brought about by the Chancellor and Rufus. After the war, the entire country feared that Calvard would invade Crossbell and try to take it for its own. Using that to his advantage, Rufus quickly convinced the nobility to support him, pledged to cooperate with the Chancellor. And in January 1205, the combined forces of both Imperial and Provincial armies invaded Crossbell. Crossbell no longer possessed the weapon of mass destruction that had annihilated Gorelia Fortress.
Yeah, we never actually found out what the weapon was, right? Lecter just kinda came and was like, oh yeah, we dealt with it.
Thanks to that, the city was occupied in a mere day, with no bloodshed. Calvard was quick to react, sending countless airships to try and drive the Imperial forces out. However, between Rufus's leadership and the combined might of the tanks and soldats under his command, they were quickly repelled. As for me, Chancellor Osborne's words became the reality. Valimar and I were heralded as those responsible for Heimdall's liberation. And as the purported hero to the nation, I'd received and accepted a request in February to back up our forces in Crossbell. It was there that I found myself suddenly leading numerous soldats and fighting off the Republican army. Before I knew it, everyone around me was referring to me as the Ashen Chevalier.
I mean, nothing we didn't already know.
Time kept flowing, and mid-March came. The month in which Class 7 would finally say their goodbyes.
Oh, I thought we would get like a time skip. Like an actual time skip.
And that brings our history review right up to the dawn of the modern era. Next week, we'll be covering the 50-year period from the Orbital Revolution up to the present day. We're blowing through this material a lot more quickly than I would otherwise, so try to keep up with your reading. Oh, and Emma and Machias, if
Matches,
you see
by the way.
anyone struggling,
Skip.
I fully intend.
Leave it to us. I've got plenty
Leave
of
it to
good
me.
reference books on the subject.
That would be very helpful, actually.
Sounds like a pain. Oh well.
I do happen to have a few gaps in my knowledge of the revolution.
I should be able to help out with the technological.
Skip.
I'm guessing we're gonna run into that Schmidt guy's name a lot.
Well, he was one of the 3 leading.
Skip. Don't care.
Feels strange.
Yeah, it's kind of amazing to think we were able to meet him though.
I want to know what happens when they have to say goodbye.
All right, like I said, I'll be giving a quiz next week on everything we've covered up to now, which means it'll cover quadratic functions, factorizations.
Skip.
Oh,
Don't care.
and
Don't
if
wanna.
I'm
Don't,
feeling
I don't wanna be
really
back in
pleased,
school, dude.
There might be a little calculus in there, so study for this one.
That's a lot.
I'm getting depressed just thinking about it.
Sounds more like he's reciting some kind of curse.
It is all material we've covered in class before, you know.
It'll be worth going.
Yes, yes. Okay, a bunch of stuff.
that sums up next week.
Don't really
your
care.
awesome-
What?
A debate. It's
Why are we... What's going on? This feels weird.
After much consideration, I've decided we will use our remaining time to listen to from famous classics to
The fuck is going on? It's... Dude, my theory of all of this being a dream Rean's having.
Nice work, guys.
This theory is sounding pretty good right about now. Okay, Sara. Finally, homeroom. My favorite part of the student life.
You poor kids must be exhausted. Feels like all your other instructors are dead set on cramming your brains with as much material as humanly possible.
I want to crawl into a hole and die.
You said it.
Still, this is exactly how we wanted it.
Right. They're doing it for our sake, so I don't mind it so much.
There's no way.
And
we
for
could
a
cover
paycheck.
everything in
Don't
class,
don't forget
so
that.
It's sweet of them to give us the bullet points while they still can. It's paying off for us in the long run, yeah. So we owe them a lot.
Forcing you to try and keep up with us is a little unfair of us, though.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do all of this again next year.
Are you sure you're fine with this arrangement?
Of course. This is to my benefit too. If I get all of this crammed into my head now, maybe I can even come out on top on next year's midterms.
Well, that's some confidence. I
Ah,
wouldn't be surprised if you actually did it, though.
I guess he's going to have to repeat the year, because he's been off fighting.
Rean has the knack for pulling off anything he puts his mind to, after all.
I'm probably just being too optimistic.
Nah, I wouldn't say that.
Guess we'll know for sure next year.
Anyway, tomorrow's the day you've all been waiting for. Your next free day. I know you've got enough schoolwork to choke a horse, but try to carve out a little time for your clubs and all that youthful jazz. The forecast for tomorrow is clear blue skies. Might be the perfect chance to sneak off and get into some ooh la la with that special someone.
Sara, is that an invitation? I think it is.
And truly, you teach us all by living your life as a shining counterexample.
Spoken like a true lifetime member of the Lonely Hearts Club, instructor.
A fair enough response, I suppose.
They just made eye contact, didn't they?
Someone's
Oh my God.
hiding something.
You aren't trying to suggest that you actually do have one, are you?
Oh, I wasn't trying to suggest anything.
I'm really curious now.
It's
Oh
not
my
polite to
God.
cry, however. I think it'd be for the best if we drop the subject.
Ha ha ha. Love is blossoming. Oh my god, it is.
Time really does fly. It's hard to believe our last free day is tomorrow.
Yeah, it felt like we still had more time.
For me, it feels like it's been ages since I last had one.
I suppose it would. Were you able to rest up at all while you were away?
Not really. It was basically work, work, work the whole time. I did get taken into Crossbell City during what time off I did have, but I can't say I felt very comfortable there.
I'm sure.
Indeed. That must have been more painful than anything.
To the people of Crossbell, we Erebonians are aggressors. I can hardly imagine they would welcome us with open arms.
That doesn't sound like it'd stop Lecter from living it up over there, though.
He did take me to a casino once, actually. He won so much, he might as well have been cheating.
Shocking. It always feels like people who like gambling really like it, huh?
Oh, please.
So, does anyone have anything planned for our free day?
They all looked at the desk. Probably crows.
Remember, it's the very last one, so make it count. We wouldn't want to end the day with any regrets.
True enough. Although, I wonder if I'd end the day regretting that it has to end in the first place if we made it too much fun.
I've got so much that I want to do, I'm not sure where to start. I know I want to attend practice, at least. Oh, same. I've got to go taste test some new dishes for the cooking club, plus Kershus has a new menu up, and...
How many stomachs do you have?
Will you be helping the student council tomorrow, Rean?
That's the plan. It sounds like Toa will finish handing all her work over to the others today, but they're bound to be busy. So I thought it'd be nice to take some of it off their hands. Whether they
I swear
like
to
it or
God,
not.
if they force me to do some tasks at the end of this game.
Ah, Rean, ever the reliable gopher.
That's a very you response.
If there's anything we can help with, let us know, okay?
Well, I guess I'd better get going. I could go straight to the student council room, but it's my first time back in over a month, so it would be nice to take a walk. Maybe I should go and see how Valamar's doing too.
You've got to be kidding me. Classes are now over for the day, and you can walk around the academy grounds freely. After visiting the building accessible through the engineering building, speaking to Toa in the student council room, the story will advance. Yeah, okay, we know that. So, there's still stuff to do? I mean, do we really have anything to do? I do want to talk to, Sara, though. Was it here? No, infirmary. Lounge. Okay. I guess we can just go and talk to Toa first, I guess. It's so weird having this outfit. It's so fucking weird. Okay, engineering building first. Okay. Engineering building first. So what are we doing here?
Oh.
Talking to George, I guess? Angelica?
Hey, Rean.
Looks like someone's done with class for the day.
Indeed we are.
Yep, just got out. Wait, is that?
Yep, Angie's brand new bike.
We started building it for you, but then we had a change of heart. I just couldn't tear you away from your current ride after you'd grown so attached.
Now I feel bad, considering I pretty much did just that to you. Your new one's got a pretty cool design, though.
Don't get too jealous. Specs are pretty much the same as yours. Well, before Angie tunes it up and adds her custom gear for distance riding, that is.
But distance riding would mean... You're planning on going off on some big journey, aren't you?
10 points
Indeed.
to me. I just felt like it was time for me to go out and see the world for myself.
The baby birds are flying the nest.
My martial arts teacher did the same thing once, so I'm sure it'll be a valuable experience for me. The plan for now is to travel through the entirety of Zemuria.
That's not a very specific plan, and a pretty sizable journey.
You can say that again. I have no idea where she finds the energy.
Oh, really now? Your plan to visit the continent's most famous engineering factories is pretty much exactly the same thing.
You really think so?
I take it you'll be leaving Erebonia for a while too, George?
Seems that way. First stop's the Burl and ZCF. Always wanted to see it. After that, I got my heart set on a trip to the Epstein Foundation over in Lamont State. While I'm at it, I think it'd be nice to pay a visit to the Vern Company in Calvert, too.
Will you even be able to get into Calvert at this point?
Hey, I didn't say it'd be easy. But I think I can pull some strings. The real reason for this trip is to figure out what I can do as an engineer to help smooth over our international relations.
Indeed. Seems like everyone's going their separate ways now. Going onto their own paths in life.
Meeting the continent's finest engineers and discussing things with them should really help get the ball rolling on that.
You've thought that far ahead. That's really admirable. I hope you can find a way to make that happen, even though I feel kind of hypocritical saying that, as someone who participated in the war.
Don't beat yourself up over it, Rean.
You have nothing to be ashamed of. That was your only option, given the way the Chancellor set things up. Your actions actually helped us avoid an even longer, more brutal war.
But...
Angie's right. You played a role that no one else could have. Just think. If things kept going the way they were going, we could have been at war with all of Crosspell. I don't even want to imagine the number of lives that would have been lost if you hadn't stepped in the way you did.
Of course, us telling you whether or not you should feel guilty doesn't matter. It all comes down to you facing your own feelings over what you did. But there's one thing we'd like you to remember as you do. You're not alone, Rean. You've got friends who understand why you did what you did.
Sometimes I wonder how I was lucky enough to get such good ones. Thanks, you guys. This really helps.
Don't mention it. On a completely different note, why don't you pay Valimar a visit while you're here? You spared no expense making sure he'd be nice and cozy in there.
I think I will, but not to discredit your coziness efforts or anything, but he seems fine no matter where I leave him.
Well, aren't you a sweet chevalier? Maybe I'll check in on him in a bit too.
I guess we're talking to everyone now.
Hey, Valimar. How you holding up?
Relatively comfortably. My ability to self-repair means that maintenance is not mandatory, but I expect it will increase my operating efficiency.
Debatable.
Glad to hear it. This is going to be our new home base for the time being, so you can get in as much maintenance as you need. I'm gonna need you a lot in the days ahead, Valimar.
I will strive to meet your expectations.
Something wrong?
Not as such. I thought I sensed something unusual, but it must have been my imagination.
You really are getting to be scarily human these days, you know?
Imagination? Valimar?
What was it you sensed, though?
I don't think so.
A person?
I am unsure. It may have simply been a fluctuation in the earth things below us. Similar fluctuations are hardly abnormal.
Well, if you don't think it's anything worth worrying about, I'll try and put it out of my mind. If you sense anything strange in the future, though, let me know, okay? You can tell me... telepathically was the word, right?
Indeed. I shall use it to inform you.
Okay, now we can speak to Valimar telepathically. Okay. That's new. Okay. Guess we return to the engineering building and, let's go visit Towa. See what she has to say. Let me guess, Towa's sleeping. Too obvious, dude. Too predictable.
Yep, I knew it. No wonder she fell
we
asleep.
all did.
She must have been really busy getting everything sorted out for the spring. Makes me remember finding her like this over in the computer room.
Indeed, we remember this.
Oh, right. I probably shouldn't look too much or she'll get mad when she wakes up.
Angie, George.
Oh yeah. Don't mention his name. I mean, I figured this would happen at some point.
Rean?
You know? Rean's like, I'm so sorry, I promised I'd bring Crow back. I failed. He died. You know? It's the Naruto thing.
What are you doing in my room? Wait. This is the student council room. I must have fallen asleep.
Sorry for coming in without permission. I did knock, though.
Don't worry about it. It's my fault for dozing off like this. Why do you always have to keep finding me like that? I hope you weren't looking at me while I was sleeping again.
I did try to look as little as possible.
Well, if you say so. Is something the matter? You're not looking too well.
No, I'm fine. Maybe the light streaming in through the window is making me look off color? I feel fine, really.
Come with me.
Don't touch his hand.
What's this all about?
I know that you're a boy and all, and I do think that you've grown a lot during your year here. No, I probably shouldn't even call you a boy anymore. You're a grown
Where
man
is she going with this?
now, but
What is she doing?
that doesn't mean you always have to stand and endure everything life throws your way. Okay? If
Huh?
it gets too much, it's alright to sit down and let it all out. Whether you're a boy
Men
or
don't
a grown
cry.
man doesn't change that.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, please. We need
So-
Sara to do this
so
to us.
sorry. I promised I'd bring him back. I promised I'd make him graduate with you,
I mean, I saw this coming.
but I couldn't do it.
It's okay. You did everything you could. You made sure he knew how we all felt. And you let all of us know how he really felt too. So, don't get so worked up about it. Okay?
Such is
I'm
war.
sorry. I didn't want anyone to see me like that.
Well, I guess we're even then. Not like I jump for joy every time you catch me sleeping.
Have you finished getting everything ready for the next student council now, by the way?
Yep, my days of being president are almost done. The first years taking over are really smart, though. I barely had to teach a thing in the end.
Still, it must have been hard work getting through it all. You're going on a tour of various NGOs after graduation, right?
Yep, the plan's to take a year to visit NGOs in lots of different fields. Politics, economics, engineering, medicine. After that, I'm not sure what I want to do. I'll probably join either the army or something related to the government, I suppose.
Well, I'm pretty sure they'd both love to have you. There's no chance either one would say no to you. Especially since taking a year off hasn't made them any less determined to recruit you. After all you did with commanding the courageous, it's no wonder you're so in demand.
I don't know. I don't think I did anything special, really. Still, I feel like it'd be best in the long run for me to see the world from a variety of different perspectives. I don't know what path I'll choose.
Everyone's going
but I wanna
on a
step into it
journey.
with a firm decision on how things should be. I think that's the best thing I can do for this country's future. Maybe I'm being a little overdramatic there, though.
Not at all. After how much you've done for this academy, I can only imagine how much you could do for this country. Just try not to overwork yourself, okay? We're with you all the way, but we will always worry, you know?
Thanks. forgot. What was it that made you come here? I mean, I'm happy you did, but...
Oh, I'd completely forgotten too. I just came to ask if there was anything I could do to help tomorrow, seeing as it's another free day.
But you've only just come back. And besides, tomorrow's your...
That's all the more reason I want to spend tomorrow's free day the same
What
way I
is
spent all
tomorrow?
of the others.
You
It
know,
wouldn't feel like our final free day is Class 7 if it were any different.
tomorrow's your what?
Well, if you say so. Okay. I do have a few things in mind, so I'll just drop them into your mailbox in the dorm like I always do. And thanks for offering.
I better not have to do tasks. Rean! Hey guys, didn't expect to run into you. Crazy coincidence. I mean, for them it's only been a year, right? Oh my god, yes, we don't give a shit about this. Matches and Jesus didn't have the best first impressions of each other. Yeah, bunch of bullshit. Everyone's reminiscing. Oh, don't, no, nah! Ah! Ah! I don't want to see that again. I erased that from my memory. Repress those memories. Yes, yes, it's been great. Oh my god. Are we seriously going to go through the entire journey up to this point? It's not like I don't remember. Oh, Jesus, please. Where's Sara when you need her?
That won't be necessary.
Yes, I figured Sharon would show up. The second they mentioned cooking, I was like, most likely Sharon's gonna show up.
Sharon?
What reason could you possibly have for being here?
Gotta make breakfast, dude. Or dinner.
The chairman gave me her permission to return to my former position as your dormitory's caretaker, which means I am here to serve you all once more. There may only be a short time left until the end of the year, but I'll make sure you want for nothing during it. I've already started preparing your evening meal, so there's no need to go out and buy anything.
Oh, well, how about that?
I'm fine with this.
We will gladly accept your offer.
Sharon's cooking's better than whatever grub we could rustle up together anyway. How do you manage to get permission from Mother in the first place, though? Weren't you helping to rebuild the Rhineford group? I thought the company was getting so many orders in, it was struggling to keep up. Now that Master Gwyn has returned to the company, everything is back in order. He and the chairman have been speeding through one task after another since he got back.
That's great.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
So the former and current chairman make quite a team, I see.
Ah, Sara, finally.
Wouldn't mind a drink either. With the weather getting warmer, it's just about time for peak beer season. Huh? What are you guys all gathered out here for?
Oh my god.
Why are you here? It's a pleasure to see you too, Lady Sara. I brought a bountiful supply of smoked oysters and sardines if you'd like a snack to accompany your beer. Would you like them alongside your dinner?
I feel like Sara loves and hates her.
Damn it. Yes.
I'm surprised she can just walk around in public like this. You know, considering her affiliation.
I'm guessing there's some sort of agreement in place between Reinford and the government to leave her alone. Though, even if there weren't, I can't imagine anything would be able to stop Sharon from doing what she wants.
I mean, it's Sharon, you know? I feel like she would just... Oh, you don't want to let me do anything? Oh, here, take your favorite food. Can I do things now? Yeah, of course. Go ahead.
Whew. I think I might have eaten too much. It's been so long since we last had Sharon's cooking. She hasn't lost her touch. None of it feels heavy on my stomach at all. Well, that's all my work done for the day. Maybe I should go see how everyone else is doing.
Yes, the story will progress when you return to Rean's room. Well, you know what we do now? Sara. Yo. Indeed.
Something on your mind, instructor?
You could say that. I've been mulling over how things are gonna be come next month, but all this soul searching's giving me a headache.
Well, it'll probably feel strange being back with the guild for the first time in 2 years.
Ah. She's leaving as well.
And I'd bet they'll be glad to have you back. Things are probably going to be rough over there, even with you taking up the bracer life again.
No doubts there. I can already see plenty of traveling abroad in my future after what happened over in Crossbow. And I imagine it'll keep getting harder and harder for us bracers to operate here, too. What's with that sad puppy look? There's no reason for you to feel ashamed of what you've chosen to do. I'm proud to have a student like you who can stand up and make the tough choices life thrusts on us.
Thanks, instructor. I'll try to just grin and bear it for now.
Attaboy. Sticking it out through the hard times with a smile will put you on the fast track to becoming a great man. Just make sure you don't try to shoulder too much. All that'll do is turn you into a jaded grump. Everything in moderation, okay?
Indeed.
Thanks.
Hog time.
What's this for?
Just a little something to keep you motivated. There's still a part of me that wants to drag you along with me and sign you up with the guild. But I think it's best to let you mature and decide what you want to do in life first.
Yes. I like this.
So go out there and grow up to be a real heartthrob. I'll be waiting, as promised.
Oh my god, hug back. Yes.
Hey, time out, lover boy.
Well done, Rean. Well done. Well done, my boy. He's learning. He's fucking learning.
I'm pretty sure I told you that if you want to move up to the main course, you'll have to work for it.
Sorry, couldn't help myself.
Indeed. Well done, my boy. Well done. Well done, brother.
You think you can overlook it just this once? There may be days when remembering how I feel right now is what keeps the fire burning in me until we can meet again.
You're a sly one, Schwarzer. All right, I'll let you off this time. But no more freebies.
I'm telling you, the payoff for this, the payoff is gonna be immense. Okay, I guess everyone's gonna have like a scene, so I might as well go through everyone. If there's like a voice acted scene, like a cutscene kind of thing, then I don't mind talking to everyone.
It's nothing. I just feel kinda down.
Down?
Yeah. I was just thinking about how everyone was at dinner time. Sharon's food was really nice, and we all seemed like we were having a good time. But I don't know. It was weird, like we were all upset but didn't want to let it show. It's been bugging me.
Oh, so that's why. You really have grown so much these past few months. And not just mentally. I think you've gotten a little taller too.
Maybe. About 2 rage or so? Judging by my specs, I'm not gonna get much taller than this, though. I'm mini-millium forever and ever. But you never know. Maybe I'll grow up to have boobies so big, I can use them as a shelf like Emma's. Something wrong?
Nah, not really. So, you've got a new mission starting next month, right?
Yep, I've gotta go see how things are over out west. Duke Cayenne's been arrested, but it sounds like things are still pretty nuts over there. Oh, but guess what? I might get to go out to Liberl and Rimiferia soon.
What is it with you and blabbing classified information? Well, whatever. Just promise me you'll take care of yourself. And be sure to keep in touch. I'll always be right there when you need me, okay?
Righto, I promise. That goes double for you, mister. If you need me to bust you out of a jam, just say the word.
Well done, soldier. Keep me informed of your escapades. Alright, who's next? Fee. Sure.
Are those seeds you got there?
I like how Fee has, like, totally gotten into growing flowers.
Yep, Adel gave them to me. They all came from the plants we grew in the gardening club. I'm just looking at what kinds there are here.
Really? That's really nice of her. It's kind of like you can take everything you've achieved over the past year with you.
Yeah. I wasn't even going to join a club until Adel found me relaxing and invited me. But I guess it wasn't so bad.
Stop. Rean, stop touching little girls. Please.
See how things are going. It would be a shame if all the plants you've spent so long looking after were to wither and die.
So let me get this straight. They're still first years, but everyone besides Rean is gonna leave, right? Like, go their separate ways for some reason. So they're all just gonna leave the school, like, not finish school? The only one staying is Rean?
It doesn't matter. Even if they do, they'll eventually bloom again somewhere else. Kind of like us.
When you put it that way, I suppose you're right. What's wrong?
Nothing. This one and this one should be okay too.
What are these for?
They're the easiest ones to look after. You can try raising them if you want. Don't worry if they wilt or anything, though. When I've found the others from Zephyr, I'll come back and check if they're still blooming. If they are, you get a pat on the head.
Hey, I thought the head rubbing was my job.
No, you don't rub girls, okay? Unless it's... How about I stop that sentence?
But I'll give it my best shot.
Alright, who's next? Emma.
Emma? What are you doing?
It's, it's funny how Rean just kind of walks into people's rooms.
Oh,
Just,
hi there,
just
Rean.
waltzes in.
Well, Dorothy and I decided that we're gonna put together one final collection of stories as a club. Since then, I've been working on a story for the students who will join the club next year.
Oh, that sounds neat. Wait, if Dorothy's involved...
The content is totally appropriate for children of all ages, I assure you. Admittedly, Dorothy's own story sounds like it'll have a few of her favorite literary elements, but all in moderation, she assured.
Not that I'm one to judge. What kind of story are you writing?
It's supposed to be a fairy tale. I can't pretend it's 100% original, though. I borrowed some elements from a story I heard as a child. It's going to star a golden unicorn and a pure-hearted maiden. Or at least, that's the plan.
Sounds interesting. Can I give it a read when you're done? I'll still be here next year, so if I see any first years who seem like they'd enjoy it, I'll recommend it to them.
I have to confess, I'm a little embarrassed to let anyone see it, but the whole point of a story is to be read.
Indeed.
Something wrong?
No, not at all. I'm sure you and Valimar will be just fine without my help now. Still, if you do need anything, don't hesitate to get in touch. It may take some time to contact me, though. You'll need to use a method that isn't exactly conventional.
Yeah, I could have guessed as much. I mean, I theoretically get how to use runes to communicate since you told me, but I have
Okay,
no
so we
idea
can
how
use
it actually
runes
works.
now. Interesting.
I'd be shocked if you did. It's pretty far removed from the orbital technology you're used to. It has its benefits, though. For one, you'll be able to reach me no matter where I might be. So don't ever hesitate to drop me a line if you need my assistance. I'd always be happy to hear from you.
All right, I'm sure I'll give you a ring. I hope you end up being able to find Vita, too.
Thank you.
All right. Laura.
What are you looking at, Laura?
It's you, Rean. I'll show you.
Oh, damn.
You and Monica got a picture taken together? You both look so happy in it, too.
That we do. Someone in the photography club kindly offered to take it for us. I thought it would make a fine souvenir of my time at the academy to take away with me.
My mirror's on that being Rex. Oh well, it's a nice photo, and he got permission. For once. I never expected you and Monica would get so close. Between her and Fee, you kind of have a knack for becoming the best of friends with the ones you bump heads with first.
Please don't say that. I'm truly grateful to both of them for broadening my horizons. Meeting them enriched my life in ways I could have never pictured before. Truly, coming to this academy was one of the best decisions I've ever made.
I didn't realize we'd made such a big impact on you.
Well, you did. And don't mind me, I'm just feeling a little emotional. This isn't like me at all now, is it? There's no harm in a few tears, I suppose. This will be my last time I can relax before my training, after all.
Yeah, you're not gonna get much rest in with the training you've got lined up.
I won't be learning the Arcade School's advanced techniques with training any less intense. I have no idea where we'll be conducting said training, but it will no doubt be as perilous as it will be dangerous.
I had to spend a month in the Isengard range as part of mine. I don't think a month's going to cut it with what you're doing, though. It goes way beyond your average techniques.
Indeed. I'm anticipating that it will take at least half a year, if not more. Father's going to be with me. But with things as difficult as they are, part of me feels guilty for taking up his time.
I don't know about that. I think him agreeing to train with you shows how much faith he has in your potential. Besides, in a lot of ways, this might be the best time to do it.
That is very true.
What's wrong?
Nothing at all. Regardless, I'd love to come and visit you should the opportunity present itself. And if it does, I'd like to formally request a duel with you to test how much the two of us have grown.
Let's not kid ourselves. We both know who's going to win that duel.
Yes, me.
But your invitation is all the motivation I need to get plenty of training in myself. Can't have you beating me too badly.
I hope you will.
You know, part of me is like, this is all fun and cool and all, but like, it's so weird how they only talk to Rean about these things. You know, I like when if there's like a group of friends or something, that the friends are friends with each other as well, not just with the main character. You know? They all talk about how, you know, they would like to visit Rean and meet with Rean and stuff like that, but like, no one said anything about like, hey, how about we plan a group get-together or something? Don't really want to talk to Elisa, but like,
feeling sad about
might as well.
Yeah, I think it'll make for some wonderful memories to look back fondly on in the years to come.
I can imagine. Does that mean you're not going to keep up with lacrosse and Ruhr?
I don't think I'll be able to. As far as I'm aware, there aren't any local teams I could join. And even if there were, I doubt I'd have the time.
Yeah, it seems like everyone's kind of saying the same stuff.
Good luck with helping out with
They're
the
going
Rockford
in their
group.
own
Sounds like a
way,
recipe for one all-nighter after another.
doing like training or learning or whatever the fuck else,
As
you
I
know?
am now, I
Don't really care about what she's saying.
Speechless with how much.
And I know
she probably would, but then she just. Don't. I was just thinking about how I've got a wonderful family, a great.
Oh, right. It took me a long time to. We really are.
Nah, mate. Nah, mate. Yeah, she's crying. I'm sure she is.
Lisa.
I'm just feeling a bit emotional. Nothing's wrong.
But
Still, let's both make them. It's the last one.
Yeah, let's make it a day to.
I would not say that. Okay, moving on. I guess we still have the boys, but, might as well. I don't have much time. I don't have that much time anymore. I've been recording this for the last, like, 6 hours. 7 hours, actually.
For the first time in a long time, no. I'm just taking a short break. Looking over an endless sea of documents.
What is, just gonna go through them quickly, because they're not really saying anything too interesting.
Ordinarily,
everyone's just kind of saying that they're going to learn from someone they know, whether it's their parents or their older brother, or in this case, you know, everyone's just kind of going on a journey or to learn from someone they know.
Rufus hasn't so much as glanced in Berea Hard's direction. As such, the task falls to me.
Man, I knew everyone in our class had it pretty rough right now.
So Jesus is going to Berea Hard and,
You've got it roughest, no contest.
If my ego had its way, I would
govern
boast that
their,
filling in for my father is a simple and mundane
their
task.
area.
But on top of the paperwork, then there's the matter of keeping the most stubborn of the nobility.
Yeah.
In fact, standing in for Duke.
Standing in for Duke Alberea.
What is it?
It's nothing. In the days to come, more people will be relying on you than ever before. But no matter who does so or what they ask, do not lose your pride as a noble. Maintain your pride and your autonomy, and I'm sure you'll be fine.
Thanks. I promise
I'll hold you to...
Okay. Moving on. Quickly now. The fact is, I don't think I'm actually going to be able to finish the game.
Are you finishing up your painting, guys?
I only have like 15 minutes left.
Yeah. I want to make sure I'm completely satisfied.
That's understandable. You're going to keep painting one.
Well, I don't know how much time.
Yeah, okay, he's going home.
But all in all.
Oh, is it?
But actually, I was intending to.
You mean?
Now you're getting it. And once I've finished it, what better way to forever memorial?
Man, you really. Well, if you ever. I can
Okay.
pictures of anything. I know you're talented.
Nothing too interesting. Everyone's just kind of leaving and doing their own thing. Elliot.
Hey, Elliot.
Yeah, it's taking
Playing
care
music,
of me. I'm
yep,
actually
yep.
planning on just to make sure next year.
That's really generous.
Leaving
And you'll finally be heading off to a music
instruments
academy.
behind.
I bet they'll push you pretty.
I don't doubt it. Though, to be honest, after all, I love it, obviously. For one thing, I don't want to get...
Good to hear. I hope everything works out.
Thanks.
Hmm?
No, it's not. Either way, Heimdall and Trista
I'm pretty
are
sure
really
like
close.
at least 4 of them
So
have
don't be a
said.
stranger, okay?
I'm pretty sure at least 4 of them have said, no, it's nothing.
I know you're gonna have...
Don't worry. There's still a ton of Heimdall I haven't seen, too.
You bet.
Okay. Nothing too interesting. Everyone's kind of just saying the exact same thing. In different ways. Ah.
Hey, Maki.
Skip.
Of course, if
Skip.
I can't interpret.
And this is one. He'll be the youngest person.
Most likely. I'd normally need to have. There are a few, and as you might.
Can't say I am. Still, you're so smart that you can.
Yeah, no problem.
What's wrong?
Oh, and it's nothing.
Like I said. Like I fucking said, dude. Oh no, it's nothing. It's
just,
nothing.
I know we're probably going to both be really busy with our own, but let's make time to have lunch together once in a while. Studying is all well and good.
The train for.
Then it's a day.
No, it's not. Fuck off. Why does no one say, how about we all get together? Oh, Celine.
Oh, there you are. You look bored, Celine.
I guess I am. My work's done at this point. I feel like I aged a few decades as soon as the war came to an end.
Come on now.
Feels a bit strange to be saying it after the fact, but you fought pretty well over in Crossbell. You've really mastered piloting Valimar.
I'd like to think so anyway. I feel like I could pull off just about anything with him now. And to think, I couldn't do half as much with him when I was first starting out.
You do realize you just admitted you were totally useless, right? I wonder if you're gonna be okay without us, you know? Valimar must have drawn the short straw to end up with a budding awakener like you.
Thanks for worrying about me all the time, Celine.
Excuse me, what makes you think I was worried about you?
Just about everything. From what I can tell, you've always worried about me. Back in the beginning, when I didn't know anything about piloting, you were always there to guide me through our battles. I doubt I would have ever come this far if you didn't have my back. So, thank you. For all of it.
Why do you always have to be like this? There are parts of the legends passed down in the clan that not even Emma and I know about. But just bear this one thing in mind.
Oh?
Divine Knights have incredible power, and they can become devils just as easily as they can become gods.
Don't worry, I know. And I won't forget. Anyone in my position needs to know the difference between right and wrong. I'm well aware of that.
That's fine then. Anyway, good luck, I guess. If you really need it.
Well, the thing with right and wrong is sometimes that line gets blurred.
Oh,
Sharon.
Good evening, Master Rean. I thought you had already retired for the evening.
I would say it's Master, but Sharon gets a pass.
How would you like for me to put together some supper?
I appreciate the offer, but I think I've eaten more than I should have as it is. Your cooking really is delicious, Sharon. I was starting to miss it after not having it for so long.
It was my pleasure to cook for all of you again, so I pulled out all the stops with this one. Seeing all of you happily indulging my handiwork always makes every second of preparation worth it. Is something the matter, Master Rean?
Oh, I was just thinking about how you haven't changed a bit. I'm not sure it's my place to ask, but is everything alright over at Ouroboros? I can't help but wonder after how things turned out. Vita seems really shocked.
I'm afraid I haven't a clue. No word of what's been happening in the society has reached my ears since then. I have no idea where the second Anguis is now, nor do I know what happened regarding the Phantasmal Blaze plan after the Chancellor declared he was taking it over. And quite frankly, none of it is my concern. The answers won't change who I am, and it won't suddenly cause me to shift priorities. I am and always will be a proud maid of the Reinford family. Not because of the freedom we enforcers are granted, but because that is simply who I am. Much like how you being the Ashen Chevalier doesn't change how you are also a proud member of Class 7. And no matter what happens to you in the future, never lose sight of who you really are. It's almost time for me to return to Ruhr, but should you ever need me again, I will...
Thank you, Sharon.
Okay. That is it. Yes, rest. It's time to rest. I guess I'll turn the radio on. It's not the same without Misty.
In finance, the annexation of Crossbell has seen shares in Erebonian companies increase at an exponential rate across the board. And despite the Reinford Group announcing sweeping changes to its board members, its strong forecast for the next fiscal year is...
It's time for the start of a brand new program here on Radio Trista, coming at you promptly every Sunday. I call it Abendtime after the word for evening. Might be a little cliched, but sometimes simple is best, right? Clichés are clichés for a reason after all. Anyway, my name is Misty and I'll be your host.
I wonder where Vita is now. I get the feeling she actually enjoyed doing Abendtime. It's not like she could have ever kept going after all of this. Vita?
This is you, isn't it, Rean?
Oh, fuck me. Lise?
Yes, it's me. Sorry for calling you like this so late in the evening. I'm not
Here I thought I was done with her.
Yes, I wasn't going to, but Her Highness insisted. It'll take some getting used to, but it's nice to be able to hear your voice even when you're so far away.
Ha! I was pretty surprised when I heard your voice too. You weren't really one for phone calls back at home either.
I didn't have any specific reason for calling. It was just that the letter you sent about your return from Crossbell arrived today.
Oh, that was fast. I only sent it a couple of days ago. I'm sorry it even had to be a letter. I really was planning on paying you a visit, but it didn't work out.
Oh, please don't apologize. I know how busy you must be now. Believe me, I was just happy to hear by the
Okay,
sound of things.
blah, 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 blah. Bunch of blah and more blahs.
No, not regardless. Now that I've heard... Oh, there's no good night, Rean.
The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 2. The final free day. If I actually have to do tasks here, then I'm actually not going to be able to finish it. Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Okay. Angelica wants something. Oh my god. Race with Angelica. Patrick? Oh, fuck me. They want to fight? Okay. Some more bullshit. Radio Trista wants something. Fishing battle. Okay. I guess we'll, I'll have to finish it next time. Holy shit. I played for like 7-8 hours straight and still didn't finish it. Oh dear. Well, I guess for today, I will leave it off. We will continue and finish it next time. It is not yet over, but we are very close. This is the final free day, and I'm sure we're sure to have some sort of scene with Sara. That hug was good, but, you know, the final scene, it's gotta be something good. At least I hope so. Anyway, I will see you next time.